5, 16, 19, 21, 30, 3 and 10. Check results. You remember?
I can comfortably say, yep, I have remembered to turn the mic on today. Fucking idiot. I don't know why I always do that. I did it again yesterday. That's like the third, fourth time I've done that in like recent times. I never used to do it at the beginning. Do it all the time now. I don't know why. It's definitely, I can see it. It's on. It's been on for about 30 seconds now. Welcome back, by the way. 104, pod a day. And a lot of news, actually. A lot of stuff's been going on, man. A lot of things. Well, in my world, anyway, and what I'm interested in. If you're big into your knitting, you're a massive knitting fan. You know, you're really into your crochet and stuff. You know, wait. Is crochet what I think it is? Yes. Okay. No, I was on a roll. I was right the first time. I said crochet, but then I thought, wait, is crochet the thing with a ball? That's croquet, which I'm not even entirely sure is a real thing. The croquet to me is the equivalent of like a television show within a television show. It's like a made-up TV show they make for the TV show that all the characters watch, but really they just make it for the show. You know what I mean? Croquet is like a sport they made up for people to play in TV, because I've never seen that in real life. And I'm from England. I feel like you would go maybe see, like, it's like bowls. You'd see like some old fuddy duddies playing croquet. Maybe only I don't even see it in fiction really anymore. I don't even see like Aristocats. I fucking knew I was gonna make that mistake. That fucking movie is the bane of my life. I've done that so many times in public to people, whatever, you know. I've always said Aristocats by accident, and I had time that I was thinking it's one of the two. It's one of the two. Picked the wrong answer. Bandersnatch. You got multiple options. Pick one. Choose your fate. Aristocrats. I don't know who. Maybe it's just a dead sport. No one plays it. In the past, did they even cry? I mean, in the past, they'd do anything. In the past, they'd fucking sit on wooden horses, just go back and forth. They'd fucking just, you know, put cups against the wall. Like, you know, hello? They'd fucking, you know, sit on the bike with a massive wheel for no reason. They'd fucking hit the wheel down the road with a stick. They'd fucking, you know, they'd smash conkers together for fun. So, like, yeah, with that being said, croquet, I guess, isn't that insane of a idea. But yeah, no, if you're into certain things, obviously, no, maybe it's been a slow week for you. But I'm into football, specifically Chelsea. I'm into films, movies, flicks, whatever you want to call them, and YouTube. And I'd say in all those categories, a lot of stuff's been going on. If I'll get through well, I know I've titled this already, so I feel like I should just talk about the Barbie movie because I know that's what I'm titling this. And I was about to go into like Chelsea and Frank Lampard and all this other stuff, and like just a bunch of other things that aren't the Barbie movie, which is like kind of the biggest thing in the world right now, kind of just taking over the world and everyone's brains. And I spoke about this. I think it's I think episode 15, I was talking about the Barbie movie. I think I titled it "One Ticket to the Barbie Movie, Please." You know, classic. So like I've already kind of made this joke that I say in quotations because it's like it's kind of a joke, but it's also kind of my real life reality soon to be. You know, and it's like I'm not an alpha person. You know, I'm not particularly. Do I need to take this jump off and show you my physique? Well, I was going to say I've never been in a fight. That's not true. I've been in fights. I've been in a fair enough amount of fights, but I've never been fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I've heard people fighting me, but I'm sort of just like, I don't fight back. So I don't know what my potential is. Maybe I could hold my own. It's unlikely. But I think it's the fear of the unknown. Well, not the fear, it's the idea of embarrassment. I remember times in school, maybe you pushed someone slightly too far, you pissed them off. Maybe you didn't even, I remember those times I didn't even do anything, just my sheer presence, right? People wanted to punch, a very punchable face, you know? And people would go into fight you, and I just remember seeing like, when people who have parents who go to prison, and that can be a deterrent for them not to want to get into any trouble themselves, or it could push them to go, I don't know. But for a lot of people, that could be a deterrent. For me, that like seeing children, multiple children, get into fights, meet me here after school, or just, spontaneous ones, in the playground. There's a winner and there's a loser. You know what I mean? Most of the time, and I say this like quote a lot. I can't remember who says it, but there's two types of people. Obviously, there isn't, but for this example, there is. There's two types of people. People who watch a fight, and when they watch someone get knocked out, they either instinctively see themselves as the guy who just knocked the other guy out, or they see themselves as the guy who's just got knocked out. And whenever I used to see fights at school and people getting punched in the face, I just think that is so embarrassing for them. Like, when you're like 14, remember, this is your world. Like this is like, it's the worst thing in the world, if this type of thing happens to you. You get into a fight at school and you just see it, and it's just like, oh my God, I've just seen a man turn to dust mentally, physically. His life is rubble. It's heartbreaking to watch. He's the amount of ammunition there. It's terrifying. You know what I mean? I couldn't think of anything worse back in the day than losing a fight. The amount of embarrassment I couldn't even come to school the next day. So I just thought anytime a fight potentially happened or could have happened, and there was me involved, it was just like, I remember one time I accidentally tripped someone up. They were sprinting full speed and they fell, and they got up and it got right in my face, and it was like ready to fight me. And I feel like instinctually little people would just be like, they would like at least shove back, like out of like what they get in my face for. And like, he wanted to fight me, he wanted to punch me in the face, but I'm like quite a languid person in like social settings, and I was just kind of like standing there, and he gets up and I was like, oh, sorry. And then like he get in my face, right? And he wanted to punch me, and he went to do this, but then he didn't. And then like he didn't know what to do, because I wasn't doing the dance. It takes two to tango a lot of the time. And it's like, yeah, in certain scenarios you can just take a punch, but then if you just take the punch and you still don't react, it's unlikely they're gonna keep punching unless like you I don't know, you racially, I don't know. They'll probably just walk away. And normally, like, if you got punched in the face, right, and then you just firmed it and moved on with your day, that's not an embarrassing moment in life. What I'm talking about is when you get into full fights with people and you're getting your head dragged through the dirt and they're like on top. That's embarrassing. So I kind of just thought, it's whatever. He ended up just like stuffing a panini kind of in my face. It wasn't a bag though, so it wasn't like messy. And then he just walked away, and I just thought, that happened. I just carried on talking to my friend. I was just like, okay. I remember a couple of times playing basketball. This is the thing about basketball, which I don't even like. I didn't even like basketball. I remember just playing it in school. It was just a height thing. And I remember having good games, like man of the match games, and we played other schools simply by being tall. Like no, just about. I would never dribble. I think I shot maybe once in my entire times being on the basketball team. I would literally I'd grab rebounds, like defensive ones. I would intercept passes and just pass the people better than me. I was a facilitator, right? And I didn't even know why I was playing. I didn't even like basketball really that much. I was just doing it. I think it's probably because I like football a lot, but never been like good. Never could get on the team. Tried once. So bad. I remember someone saying time, and I thought they meant, oh, time's up, the game's done, training's over. And I passed the ball to the opposition, and then they went and scored. And he said, no, time is, and you've got time on the ball, you dumbass. And I just wanted to kill myself. Another time I thought, okay, it's not working for me. I thought I'll go and goal. And then I went to kick the ball and I missed it and went into the goal. I'm just I'm a basket case, so disasters. So I just probably wanted to be on a sports team in general, just be like, I'll be good. It's like the same reason I used to do long distance, just kind of like, if I like sports, so I'll just play to my strengths. Like, and my strengths were never the ones I liked, like long distance running and like defensive basketball position, But anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah, fights. Yeah, basketball's a very verbal sport. A lot of shit talk. People's faces, and I was doing that a lot. I was aggravating, and then the guy turned around and he punched me in the face, clean in the face, and I was like taken aback, and then I was just kind of like, well, I'm not going to hit you back, so I just didn't react. I went to the bathroom to check the damage, like, am I going to have a black eye? But no, I was fine. Came back in and just, so I guess we're continuing now. I feel like most people fight would break out there, but it doesn't. I'm meant to be talking about the Barbie movie, but I'm not. I'm rambling about all this other stuff, and I don't know why Am I talking about fights? Oh, because I'm not a particularly alpha person when I say this. I will still be embarrassed saying one ticket to the Barbie movie, please. Um, it's just a hard thing to do, and they don't care. They don't care. And I've worked in the cinema, so I know. Like, you see certain people watch films, and you think, oh, that's probably not their demographic. Whether they're coming to watch like an animated, like kids film or whatever, and they're like a grown adult on their own, or like if they're coming to watch this or that. You don't really. You just tear a ticket and off they go. You're thinking about other things like how badly you're being paid, and the sick that someone's just thrown up on in the bathroom, right? But in my head, like I remember I went to go see a film once, and by the way, I didn't even buy tickets there because I find that interaction awkward enough. And by the way, it's not even just like this Barbie movie. I felt embarrassed for some reason. Like, I would feel embarrassed being like, on one ticket to whatever the new Marvel movie is. For some reason, I'd feel embarrassed or judged about that. I don't know why. So I always do it on my phone beforehand. And also, I want to know, I want to pick the seats I want beforehand. I want them. Do I get into this right now? I think I've maybe spoken about this before, but I'm very particular about where I like to sit in a cinema. And there is like 2 seats, because I usually go with my mother. This is sounding very autistic, but there's nothing wrong with autism, and I don't have autism. You can like to sit where you want to. It's very Sheldon Cooper, but Big Bang Theory reference, which, I guess anyway. They're just the perfect seats, man. I found the perfect seats. I just like to make sure I get them, so I buy the tickets in advance, do it on my phone. So all I really have to do is walk up to an usher who has a scanner, show him the barcode for the Barbie movie, and he'll send me on my merry way. And then you're just sitting in a room with darkness watching the Barbie movie. And ultimately, it's not even like it's genuinely going to be one of the best films of this year, I reckon. Greta Gerwig's great. I have full faith in what she's doing. I think the cast is amazing. They've got like everyone from Sex Education. They've got like Ncuti Gatwa, Emma Mackey, is that her name? And Connor Swindles, I think is his name. In terms of big actors, like in terms of the big Hollywood ones, they've got like Simu Liu, they've got Ryan Gosling, you got Margot Robbie, you got Will Ferrell, you got others, you got Michael Cera, you got a lot of people, man. You got a lot of people. It's gonna be a great movie, and like ultimately, when the lights come on at the end of the film, you're not gonna look around and see a bunch of 6-year-old kids. Because this movie is going to appeal to a lot of people. It's going to be very good. And majority, you're going to look around and see a bunch of 30-year-old film bros who are ready to go post a Rotten Tomatoes review, you know what I mean? So, this is just a personal thing. I need to get over it. For someone who likes the film so much, I don't know why I find it so awkward just to tell the people in the film place I want to see one. But no, it's going to be great. Like, you see the character posters, there's like 450, it's like a fucking sticker book, like catch 'em all Pokemons, so many people in this film, and now it's like a meme, because so many people in this film, it's like, oh, Photoshop yourself into a film poster, and like, and I hate shit memes. I just hate shit memes. Like, this is the type of meme that is perfect for a celebrity to make themselves look like they're one of us, Classic. If you want to make yourself look like you're not just some boring PR trained celebrity, simple. Photoshop your face onto the movie poster for a Barbie movie poster and tweet out something like, I'm in it too, laugh face emoji, and now you're one of us, and you're like funny and stuff. Any meme that could exist on Facebook or a celebrity can jump on for like good human social points, I'm just like, and I'm going to see a lot of it probably, but I don't care. It's a good track. This year is going to be so good for films, man. Like, a lot of people saying about last year, and last year was decent. A lot of people said about the year before, I feel like, or something. I don't think there's been an exceptional year, really. Like, since they got shit from, like, COVID 2020 or whatever, there's not been a year, for me anyway, that's been like, wowie woo-wah. But I feel like this year's going to be the year, man. There's a lot of films I want to see this year. And I can't even remember them all. I've just been screenshotting. I've been following like Discussing Films, I think it's the page, which just tweets out stuff about films. There's new ones and stuff. It's coming out, and I've screenshot a lot. There's a lot I want to see. It's going to be a great year, which hopefully means it'll be a good Oscars. A lot of people liked the Oscars this year. I spoke about this before, but I thought the Oscars were boring. I don't like when one film just wins everything. To everyone else who like like, you know, film Twitter. They were like, oh my God, finally we had a great Oscars. This was truly an exceptional Oscars. Why? It was so boring. I was so bored watching it. It's just like, everything everywhere, everything everywhere, everything everywhere. You know, and I'm not saying I need someone to get slapped or I need like them to read out the wrong thing, even though there's all great fun stuff. I just want variety and I want to be surprised at least sometimes. And I want, like, I don't know, not to feel like my time was completely wasted. Because there is no film I'm gonna love that much that I want to see just win every single thing, and like I didn't work on it. Like I don't, you know, I've not got these weird connections to like this type of stuff that other people does. I don't know, but yeah, what we at 15 something, and I actually got the mic on today, so everyone give me a pat on the back. About to eat my daily pizza. Give us today, what was it? Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our sin. You know, if anything, I'm actually just being a true Christian by doing, because it is bread, it is dough. Like I said, I've not had a bit of protein since I've been here, which is probably terrible for me. It's probably terrible for my health, and that's probably why I'm deteriorating as a human, and I feel so sick every single day. But it's not forever, so, you know, I'll just do it for now. Yeah, bro, whoa. I just feel like I've just been asleep for the past 15 minutes. Words have been coming out of me, but I didn't recall anything I've just said. I think this is 104. See you in 105.
Here with the kids, and had like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. He was like a hero.